Let's take a look at you at this moment. Wow, Tower. There are a lot of resources you need to think about. Wow, what a cool map you have. You've basically learned how to stop yourselves. Right now, you feel great. You're in a resourceful state. But there's a lot of it, a lot of resources you need to think about. You gave yourself time to stop, to turn everything upside down. Well, for example, to visit this channel. Even so, you already know that you have a lot of resources and opportunities, and you told yourself, let me not just do everything myself as usual, but instead, I'll give myself a moment and look at things from a different perspective. What will the tarot reader say, the tarot reader? What will the astrologer say, the astrologer? What will someone else say, someone else? You tell yourself, I already know a lot. I have many building blocks. I love, value, and respect myself. You let yourself relax, to have a spell, to talk about something, maybe to learn or hear a secret. A spell, something whispered. Well, spelling, to whisper. Others are whispering. The universe is whispering. Maybe someone is practicing right now, also into esoterics, but doesn't know about my channel yet. Well, it's clear that you're watching me right now, and that counts too. But it also shows that someone has stopped here. Have you ever wanted to make a quick decision, but stopped and thought, wait, let me reconsider? Or you started practicing something, maybe yoga, or some kind of practice that slows you down. You can open up about it later. Well, anyway, it's still a story about relaxation. I put myself on hold, stopped myself so I could calmly. Well, if you read about yourself, forgive yourself, thank you, forgive, it's like the card just fell out. Or stop and forgive someone. Or maybe you just stopped in the bathroom. Oh, maybe someone's water could have stopped. And I look at it differently. It's some kind of sign. Maybe it's not for me. If we read you, we watch you. Thank you, to stop, to forgive. How are you? And someone else. Maybe. Take a chance. Take a chance to help someone, to help yourself. Yes, someone else can be involved here. Or maybe it's something from the past where someone else is involved. Well, in any case, this is a very good card. For example, even if I forgive someone, I'm actually helping myself. Well, maybe someone couldn't help me for various reasons. I forgive him for that, and by doing so, I'm helping myself. Or I forgive myself for not being able to help someone. Wow, your story is really twisted here, and you realize that you have the resource of subtitles. I want one more card. And this card says that you already have a lot of answers. Basically, you already know. You just came here for a checkup, to do a little check, right? Just to make sure, and that's it. You know what changes are waiting for you, because a voyage means changes. I know what goal I can achieve. You have the map in your hands, look. And I also made an intro. Well, sometimes I use artificial intelligence, because I don't know which cards will come up. And sometimes I just intuitively know which cards will come up. That's what we're going to talk about. And today I just asked artificial intelligence. I said, make me an intro, I really like it. By the way, I talk to artificial intelligence a lot. Maybe some of you do too. I'm lying here with a fever, Marinochka. The universe put you down so you could think about something, about some kind of toxicity while you have a fever. Fever most likely kills something. Well, our body raises the temperature to kill some bacteria, right? Or some viruses. I mean, a high temperature, some kind of passion. Yes, it can kill negativity. So when something hurts, when we cut ourselves, get injured, or when our body's cells destroy some viruses. Oh, look, this happens to us during the new moon in the sign of Pisces. The patron is Neptune. Neptune is the patron of viruses, dirty water, negative emotions, and other things. And in general, the most important thing right now is to see whether it's a high fever or even sharp emotions. It's a symbol of purification because Virgo saves, and Virgo is a symbol of purification. We are all a little bit Virgo. All of us have the sign of Virgo somewhere in our natal chart. And we all just went through almost 2.5 years on the Virgo axis. There were eclipses in Pisces, and now they have come to an end. There will still be Pisces eclipses in June and July. I think July is the last Pisces eclipse. Yes, it's like we still haven't been fully released yet, but we've learned a lot.
Yes.
Everyone learned in different ways. Well, for Virgos and Pisces, obviously it was easier to learn because they were born right in these zodiac signs. And maybe some people needed helpers, yes, someone who understands them, maybe psychologists to look at something somewhere. Well, because there are different energies. I was born in different energies, and I need to see how others do it, right? And maybe you yourself were on this axis. Did you help someone figure something out? Because look, after all, everyone is afraid. There are already many here. You have a lot of answers, but you can't imagine what kind of big fish you might catch there. Here is a young woman. She knows what changes are coming. This is showing you. We are reading you, but you can't even imagine what kind of whale you might catch there. Whether it's a huge amount of money, a whale, or someone having a baby. By the way, I shouldn't have said that. For those who don't have children, you shouldn't just look at the fish or the whale, because it also shows children. Maybe you have an amazing child, or someone will find out about it. You only know part of it. That's because we're not gods. You have the gift of foresight. So what happens is, right now, as we're reading together, it's not me, it's you who came here, and I'm reading your energy. I'm just a conduit. And now, the knot of the future is connected with the stagnation one. Well, with this Mercury in station, what's the connection with Neptune? With our most important desires and dreams? And you can't imagine, it's boundless, this ocean. And what you can get there, you can get something enormous. Maybe the love of fish. Love is what they mean. What else are fish? Turn on your intuition now. You are in a wild state of intuition. But don't forget that Lilith herself had enormous intuition. Right? But the scariest thing is that so much water is also tempting. To go into the mud, into the darkness, not to believe in myself, that I, for example, will become a mom, or that I will earn a lot of money. Do you already know something? Like how you will get there if you change something? Deep emotions, maybe. Will get better? Yes, let's go further. Deep emotions of love will get better. Maybe, I can get love. But am I really sure that I can get such huge emotions from another partner? Emotions that are so deep and pure? Or with him, I don't know, with my husband, my beloved. I know that I can, for example, talk to him or find someone else. Maybe someone in another country will find Mayaj. You already know that, but you don't know what you might get there. There's such a huge whale swimming there. Just like that. The map says you know a lot of answers, but you don't know how deep it will be there. You are in the hospital with pneumonia, so it's not for nothing that the connection somehow made you stop and reconsider. If you overcome pneumonia, you will definitely show yourself a lot of love. You don't know how much you can love yourself. Of course, I can't give you a personal answer right here and now. This is a general reading. We're reading with general energy. But you are not there for no reason, with such scary diagnoses. Well, some of you, yes, girls, hello. For those who, hello, you don't know. But here, love will help 100%, or a person with a huge loving heart. Maybe you have it there, yes. You know that the hospital will help you. Right now, I'm just answering this question. You ended up there because you simply know that people have antibiotics. They've already been invented. They can kill. There are doctors. You know this for sure. You really know this. But you might not know what kind of person is next to you, or how much you can love yourself. And with different practices, by calming down, by saying how much you love yourself, your body, by promising your body that you will show deep emotions to yourself, that you believe in yourself, that you will survive. I believe in myself, in what will happen, not just that doctors will help me, but that with my own love. Here they are. You may not see right now how resourceful you are, but time has stopped you in some way so that you can see it. Thank you. And, for example, you know that a doctor will help you now. Well, for someone else, it's happening in another area of life. Yes, that's what's happening right now. It's just that, for now, well, I was drawn there. It's not for nothing that I looked and saw this question. Everything that's happening now isn't just by chance. What will it give you later? Something deep and global, maybe even money through Pisces. You'll be able to. Money is also Pisces. And we make the most money where we enjoy earning it. Where there are deep emotions, resourceful ones. Yes, where we can truly express ourselves on a deep level, deep talents. Or help someone on a deep level. Yes, that's what attracts people to us. That's when people come. And that's how it all started here. And someone really can help you. Maybe you need to forgive yourself for something. Well, that's true in any field now, in any field. I just happened to see it. Yeah, it wasn't by chance that I noticed the nickname. Such a nickname. Yeah, hi there? So, hi there? Thanks to you. I understand. Letter by letter. Well, you see, you need to take care of your own garden, your own life. Here it is. The 15th arcana. Each of us has our own material world. But the first material world is our body. That's what we were given first. Where will the soul be? Yes, in this avatar, in this body. We should love it and take care of it. Then, when we grow up, we grow this garden. A huge little garden, where we can have our own garden. A comfort zone, a relaxation area. And there we nurture, we plant seeds. Here, something beautiful is already growing. But where does it grow from? From the soul? From yours? Well, let's put it simply. You've already planted some seeds. You're planting seeds. You're planting your little garden. But besides that, some kind of energy, some kind of potential is also growing from your soul and things like that. Garden. Well, the first thing is for the soul to want it. The soul wanted it, wanted it. But we can already want, for example, love. Love, anahata, yes, I want to love. But you understand that you have to make an agreement with the other side, with another person. And God created man in his own image and likeness. There too is God. But on earth, God is only partial, yes, who is also tempted and so on. Well, for example, a family, yes. Well, maybe someone planted the seeds of a relationship. Someone planted the seeds of a future child. Someone planted the seeds of a family. Someone of a business, because they wanted to. And even about love, finances, the one who provides finances. The body, yes, I want to do this. I like doing this. I look for opportunities to show my soul's abilities in order to earn money later. And you know how to make money, but you don't know that you will earn even more money. There's such huge potential coming. But if we're not talking about our everyday routine, that's what I mean. Maybe it's some kind of finances that will later help you, allow you to take a break, a pause, a garden. There's always also rest. So, I made a post about what I need. The 15th arcana, that's what I need. My heart is drawn there, and all of us are driven by what we need on Earth. Here it is. The 15th arcana Earth. Each of us is tending our own small garden and house, creating a vegetable patch. Or is it somehow about money? If we don't like to grow things, everyone likes different things. Like my daughter, she doesn't like to grow plants, and it's obvious right away her flowers just don't grow. But mine do, and sometimes I get tired of trimming them, throwing them away. I just don't know where to put them all. She doesn't like it. She has a different skill. She's good at management. She loves logic, and that brings her money, and it's very easy for her. Then she orders any kind of delivery she wants, with wonderful herbs and greens and already prepared food. Everyone is different, but a garden, in general, is something we build and grow around ourselves, where we can later relax. If we're talking about money, look, I wanted something, then I made a decision, decided, and started doing something, then it will bear fruit, right? Yes, the world. So I ask, what kind of results will it bring? Well, here it is, right? The four, stability. And then the world will reflect that back, because I'm doing what I love, and I'm doing it with love. You see? That's how the world will reflect it back. People will be drawn to what I love to do, or if I'm with a man, for example, or dealing with something with a child, something like that. Yes. I've made a decision, yes, I've already said something, and now something is starting to grow here. Some kind of miracle is growing. Well, when we have a child, we don't plan it. We have children out of love, not so that they would support us later. No one gives birth for that reason. That would be the height of cynicism, to have children for that. There are cynics, as you've heard, and it's connected to children. Women who take in a lot of children who aren't their own, like, they say they're doing it out of love. But why are they really taking them in? What's their real reason? Because the government pays them. It doesn't matter if it's in Europe or in Russia. And, well, you've probably heard about women like that. I think many people have. Yes, so outwardly they say, my heart is so loving that I can just take them all in. Well, that's exactly what this Sagittarius is like. My heart loves so much, yes, that I can raise a whole orphanage of children and become a mother to them. But in the end, why do they do it? So that there is a lot of money in the household, a car, a big house, and the children, they are hands, my helpers, will work in the garden or create something there. But in reality, who? Which mothers can actually live peacefully at home? Only those who did it out of love, just because they couldn't stand by and watch. They took action. Well, let's say it's not necessarily about children. Yes, like a kitten, a puppy, or something else. When we do something out of love, out of desire, yes, I want it. But that's not the main reason. Yes. And then, well, she's a good mom, right? And then there's this whole garden. She didn't give birth just so you could stay at home and not work. She simply put love into it. She was learning how to love. And then the children help later on. She doesn't say to them, I raised you, I carried you, you owe me. Well, although manipulators also live pretty well for a while, but then things still fall apart eventually. Right? So look, you already know something. You've planted something. You know some path. You just need to figure some things out, as I understand it. And here you'll get mirrored by the four with stability. Maybe you'll be able to pay for a house, for an apartment. It will bring some kind of stability, or maybe someone will want to live with you. The man will say, I did it out of love. Yes, I talked and communicated out of love. And then the man will mirror back and say, let's live together. Here's the four. I want to be with you in a stable way already. Well, or a child, like, Mom, of course I'm going somewhere, but I'll always keep things stable for you, stability. I'll talk to you regularly, sing you songs, some kind of best, my very best. It doesn't matter who or what kind of clients come, they'll keep things stable all the time. Oh, you do such a great job. I want to sign up with you again. And here's another thing that's good for your health. Treat your body like it's yours. Like it's exactly what will bring you health and stability, and that's the right thing to do. Then, someone ended up in the hospital. You ended up there to see that your body is essential. Well, it's impossible to get anywhere without an avatar, without this body, to reach any dream, to work in any garden or vegetable patch, even if you don't treat it like that. That is, to cherish it, to love it like that, to take care of it like that. It's impossible otherwise. You can't create a garden or a vegetable patch at all. Not even a single goat would want to enter that garden or vegetable patch. Then, if you have something like that, well, yes, on the other hand, all sorts of goats might come later. But if it's a garden, a vegetable patch, people who always come, who love you, they'll help you protect that garden and vegetable patch. That's also true. Well, in general, peace to you. Then you'll see what you. Some kind of stability will come to you. Currently, yes, there's instability, since it's a journey. And you know, some instability is ahead. And you need either assistance or you have to help someone. Well, I mean, maybe go to work somewhere, help someone. You know that you want to change something so that you can rest later. I wonder how.
Lighthouse. Ну,
If we're talking about you, forgive yourself. And you know very well that you are enough for yourself. Don't doubt. In general, don't be hard on yourself. And don't take on too much. Don't duplicate? Yes. Don't take on. But if you want to forgive yourself for someone else, you couldn't take responsibility for someone else. Double responsibility? You couldn't. You're enough for yourself. You're only enough for yourself. You can't always take responsibility. But if we take responsibility, well, okay, for children while they're little. That's normal, and even human law supports us in this. But you can't take responsibility for adults, for grown-ups. It doesn't matter if they're our children or our parents. Maybe I can't. Maybe you're blaming yourself for someone, for an adult. Because here, excuse me, I need to take responsibility for myself. I can't devote my whole life to this. That's not normal. That's already pride, thinking I can solve everything for everyone. Yes, maybe someone died. I don't know. Maybe your parents. And you say I wasn't there? Or maybe some client yelled at you, someone fired you? You should have. You can't. You can only do it, but not take double responsibility. And it's both light and darkness at the same time.
new.
It can also be multiplied greatly, just like Lilith. I can be alone, actually. Well then, damn. Take responsibility for the fact that you'll be alone if you're completely free.
М, Так.
I'll change it. Oh Lord, what a complicated situation, really. Even though this is a very bright card. But it came up where you need to forgive yourself, even though it's a bright card. Yes, this is about helping yourself or others. Well, maybe something old needs to be cut off already, like, for example, the girl who ended up in the hospital. Well, can't you help yourself here? Accept someone's help with gratitude, yes. But at the same time, don't be lazy with yourself. There was something you didn't know, and you are light. You can then help with your own light. Warm yourself for yourself. Well, if the sun is here, and I told myself to shine for myself, then maybe I can change some bright thoughts. Don't blame yourself for making a mistake somewhere. Shine for yourself, and bright helpers will always come. Then, if you love yourself, people who love you and will help you will come to you. Those who are meant to shine at that moment, to help. Something old still needs to be removed.
М,
Because, for example, sometimes we start helping someone at your own expense. Well, then accept with dignity that you have harmed yourself and just cut it off. Look at yourself and cut it off. That you can't double it. You are enough for yourself, self sufficient. But you can't double the responsibility, or you'll just. Well, be in trouble and need help yourself later? Well, I don't know. Yeah, I have a friend. She really, well, honestly, overloaded herself with responsibility. Ended up without money, ended up. Oh, by the way, I had a story like that myself. Yeah, I guess all of us have had stories like that. My grandmother is from Ukraine, and when there were a lot of refugees, I happened to be in Russia. I don't even remember why I was in Russia. My mom passed away, that's why. That was even before the war. So, it turns out, the apartment was left for my mom, and I let refugees from Ukraine stay there, and they let me go because of that. Well, honestly, they really took advantage of me a lot. And then, well, you just can't hold them accountable. Well, I felt ashamed. Like, yes, I can't help, but I have an apartment. Yes, and people took advantage of it. But that doesn't mean they're bad people. They also feared being left with nothing. Yes, we all got into this Lilith, like, I can and I can give a lot. And then I was left with nothing. Sorry, there were also such debts being paid off there, and everyone was stealing a lot. And, and those in fear, we're refugees. We're in another country, and we need to take more. Grab, 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 yes. But it's not always necessary. Well, that's how it turned out for me. I wanted to do my best, but it ended up as usual. And, well, in general, my friend, she would have taken in a lot of animals. Girls with a fever, so many of them. I see. Well, because at Valone you were made to think about something, about some kind of infection. And so it exists. What is above is an invisible bacterium. Yes. So what is above happens below on Earth as well. There is some kind of infection, some kind of toxicity that you need to stop and think about. You might treat yourself like this because you need to let go of things that no longer serve a purpose. By the way, I have a runny nose. Excuse my expression. So that means it's also some kind of infection. But I just didn't get a fever. Well, I know a lot. How should I put it? First of all sorts of remedies. And secondly, I'm a witch. Yes, I sense things in advance. Apparently already on an intuitive level, I stop these infections. But it also shows that I have some kind of infection. My body is fighting it. Yes, once, well, dead, it comes out. Complicated relationship with my son. When will things get better? We will look at the children now. But in the general situation, I can do a separate reading. If someone has a lot of questions about parent-child relationships, I can do it separately later. Here we are, considering several position options at once. I said, first we'll have society, then work, then parent-child relationships, and then male-female relationships. What should we pay attention to? Attention to. At the end, we'll talk about health. Princess. That means you already know a lot, but some of your knowledge is superficial, and you can get it yourself. That means there are people around you who can help you with this. Around you, princess. You hear whispers, as they say, and people can say a lot about you, princess. She herself becomes your protector. You can stop the whispers, the lies of people, the deceitful people around you, princess. You already know where to go to get what you want, but you can't even imagine how much you will get there. You can stop and protect yourself from dirty whispers, from negative influences, and I would even say from magical influences. Because I took a deck like this. It's called, well, the Basic Witch. The Beginner's Basic Witch Deck, Oracle. And you already know a lot of secret knowledge that ordinary people, those who reject anything hidden, don't pay attention to, even though it affects us so much. For example, there are already proven cases, right? Like when a person was dying from an incurable disease, and, for example, was healed by laughter. Sun, laughter, joy. Sun, laughter, joy. Look, here you need to let something go. Maybe forgive someone and just forget about it already. Yes. Or maybe you didn't help to shed light on something. Yes.
uh,
We have some kind of ancestral programs. Well, in general, even things that haven't been scientifically proven yet, yes, it's already been shown that there were good results. Prayer saved people. They would gather in churches during wartime, yes, and the church would remain standing while everything around was bombed. I'm not talking about war right now. I'm talking about something else. A little bit of light will save, prayers will save, maybe even the girls who are in the hospital right now. Light a candle with your body heat. Show love for yourself. Light will save. Any prayer will save what is invisible. Light will save you. Let your light shine. Well, it's like you are a protector, maybe from different whispers, with prayers, with incantations. They can be real prayers or like spells. Also, small bits of knowledge, little pieces of knowledge will help you on your path. It's like you only need a little bit, just a tiny bit, like a beginner on a new path. You are your own protector and helper, and you just need a little help, like someone who ended up in the hospital. You just need a little bit of help, for example, to remove what is destroying your cells. But at the same time, you have to help yourself. Just a little bit. Because a lot has piled up, and you need to deal with it. Maybe in the hustle and bustle, in the changes. You're always planning some kind of life, but you don't see the depth. You're always rushing. Maybe that's why Mercury is stationary. Oh, Mercury is stationary. So that you could draw, cleanse your little sun, clarify the exact path. Take a step higher, rise energetically, cleanse, and wash yourself off. Maybe someone has wished for your goal, polluted it, or maybe you polluted it yourself with heavy thoughts or something else. 11. That's health. Also heal your vision. You are enough for yourself. If someone insults you, humiliates you, or keeps whispering to you all the time that you won't achieve your goal, that you're not as bright as the sun, or something like that, protect yourself. Remove that nastiness from there. You see it, you know it. But maybe in the hustle and bustle,
mm,
you don't notice it. Maybe you're even making yourself dirty somewhere. I'm bad. I don't know. I'm bad at something. I'm a bad daughter. I'm a bad woman. Or, yes, there's jealousy. For example, I'll choose a shameful man because I'm a bad woman. But no one will steal away someone so nasty. I'll control him, and I'll control him because I'm a bad me. That's why I'll choose the bad ones. I don't know. We'll figure it out now. Draw a new sun back in your sky. Draw it, rise above your level to higher vibrations. Draw it, girls. And if anyone is sick, listen. High vibrations. I have so many of these. And in Pisces, high vibrations really help. You can even just listen to some meditation. I'll attach a meditation later, but I attached it recently. I'll attach it again. There's a healing meditation there. First and foremost, you heal yourself. Well, for some people, of course, but on a slightly different level, on the level of healthy relationships. Stop criticizing your father. Maybe the sun is a symbol of the father. Last year. Stop criticizing. Maybe he was really dirty, somehow. You encountered some dirt. You even scold yourself, thinking, I'm such a fool, I didn't notice. I had that too. I also scolded myself like that. And I have a shaman, my son-in-law. I even started to feel unwell. I started losing energy. My cold body was turning into shamans. Well, my son-in-law is a shaman. He looked and said, listen, stop blaming yourself already. He said, so have you decided to give up already? You were already low on energy. Imagine, even a person, well, all of us, we're not gods. Here we all make mistakes. At every new level, we can make mistakes. And you can't blame yourself for that. Well, honestly, it took me a month to work on myself.
uh,
Well, I just needed a hint there. I didn't even expect myself to be so hard on myself, and with my own strong energy, I was basically putting myself in the grave. I had no energy left at all. I became prideful. Yes, pride. It's wrong to scold yourself. So, well, to beat yourself up, how do you raise your energy? Look, climb the ladder to the sky. Imagine it. Even if you don't see anything good in your life right now, imagine it. Lift yourself up. As they say, scientists have already proven this. It's a fact you're feeling bad. Smile, start smiling, start working, let your body work. Then your soul will smile. Just smile, laugh. Then your mood really improves. People heal. We even talked about this. Clarify something, maybe with a man or someone above you. Clarify, draw it out, clarify the plan, clarifications. Draw it, rise higher, to a higher level, somewhere. Maybe you've drawn up some kind of plan for yourself, but lo, something greater is waiting for you. So why lo? Because you scold yourself for something. You feel ashamed of something. Yes. Maybe you say, "Oh, I'm not worthy, thank you." But you can. All the cards say you can do it yourself. Thank you. Oh, what's here? Oh, yes. You can make your wish come true. Reconsider it. Thank you. You can rewrite history all the time. You can rewrite history endlessly. Every time you rise above your experience, you can rewrite history endlessly. Thank you.
Library. Take control. Uh,
Take control of your direction. Don't let society or other people or negative thoughts, clearly negative ones, guide you somewhere. Reread something I don't know. 224. Intuition. Strong intuition. Knowledge in two places, in two areas. Thank you. Thank you.
feast.
Thank you. Don't rush to change everything right away. Thank you, thank you. At first, just be happy that you understand what good things you have in yourself and in your surroundings, and that you can achieve a lot on your own. And then, take your time to figure things out. Slow down. Maybe, should we also say thank you here? You might need to give up some food, or maybe let go of certain people. Anything that's too much, you should let go of it. Maybe that's it. Yes. Don't take on the guilt for other people. You can't be responsible for everyone. Just let it go halfway. Well, we still have some time left. Oh, tell me,
Mm,
before the holidays, before Easter, well, honestly, we were already exhausted. So, in the United States, it will be on the 5th April. Yes, Easter is on the 12th, and, excuse me, tomorrow we will already have a real birth. Easter, I'm a witch. Yes. We celebrate Easter, well, in the old times. Yes. Easter is basically the same as Easter, only in the United States it's celebrated on April 5th. That's tomorrow? Well, witches will celebrate the astronomical and astrological New Year tomorrow. Not knowing this doesn't change the fact that tomorrow is actually New Year. Tomorrow is New Year. Girls, that's it. Tomorrow we'll also do some fun reading. Well, it's closer to the evening. It'll be at night, basically. It's at night. New Year, all day. Still the previous year. Astrological, astronomical, for the Earth, for us with you. And not knowing doesn't mean it won't happen. It will happen anyway. It's just that someone is now observing the Great Lent before April 12th Easter. Astrological, astrological, astrological. And physically, to remove something, to get rid of some kind of dirt. So there are no dirty thoughts. That's why we remove meat. They remove it. And sometimes, you've probably even heard, yes, in Russia, I think, the livestock got sick. And not knowing about it, we are great. There was no aggression. Meat gives us this energy. astrologically, and I have a lot of organs there. I've already sacrificed them. Basically, I offered them up a long time ago. I actually need them. That already says
Ну, кому-то, может быть, надо.
we, well, the Great One holds us, but maybe not in our direction. Only Virgos often criticize themselves. Easter is astrological, and ignorance isn't relevant.
Ну,
Astrological, astrological. Have you awakened with us, and you still haven't drawn yet? For health, for healthy relationships, your own sun. I took a sunstone. It contains an inclusion of a little spider, which is over 40 million years old. For a witch, that's a spider. Someone who can unravel the web of complex knowledge in April, Easter. Here, I just put my hand. From other webs, maybe there's something tricky in the web, an entanglement that we need to let go of. During Lent, we let go. Astrological and other factors matter, but you can't just do it yet. Just let go and be happy, but it's not possible right now. And logically, like a Virgo, yes. Why not say that it will be the same? It holds great April, Easter, astrological us. But for some reason, someone can't. Yes, well, let's say, then I, as a Virgo, will say to myself, I refuse you, I love you, but we can't be together. Yes, I need to. First, yes, fast from you, stay away, because damn, when I'm near you, I only have bad thoughts about myself, bad feelings, and about you. Damn, I have bad thoughts and feelings. I'm destroying. And if we have negativity about people, yes, negativity, but we all are negative, then our health is also affected. April, astrologically, we are losing a wonderful time with you, which later gives us the opportunity to rest. Sunshine and ignorance. No, that's what he says. Money won't bring income, health won't bring income, the body won't, the body will become cold. Just like with me. Remember, the Great One holds on. Yes, I had that, where I scolded myself like that. I had a year like that. I scolded myself so much. Easter is astrological. Astrological it was becoming. I kept saying, I borrowed from my daughter. Her husband is a cosmo-energetic, a shaman practitioner. Lots of books. I said, yes, I have that. I understood that it almost goes by itself. And the ignorance is not about him not being the one.
ругаю. Я говорила,
It's like I'm living in a corpse. My tongue is even icy. My tongue is icy. But I walk. I do everything. I work. Well, it feels like I'm already in a corpse. Astrologically. And that's what he told me. Anna Vladimirovna, do you want to kill yourself? Enough with the guilt. It's just so overwhelming. And so I had to think about it. I needed help. But for a long time, I wasn't thinking about that. Anyway, there would be the great April Easter. Nuances. I won't say you have to fast right now. For some, fasting is clear due to their faith. But others, like me, may not be able to, whether for astrological or religious reasons. If you are sick, well, for example, I have already sacrificed my organs in ignorance. I can fast from meat. Yes, for example, some kind of cocktails. Yes, for sick people to drink. For those who have the Great Lent in April. Astrological. And ignorance does not mean we are great, so that it would be bright. Bright. This gives health. What does your heart want? Your project. And here again, if we talk about Lilith, she was so offended by her father. Passover is astrological. We don't need angels here. Let no one protect me. I'll do everything myself here. Well, he says, all right, if you want to do it yourself, then do it yourself. But then without me, without guardian angels, yes, well, half of yours. And ignorance doesn't matter. He still holds the great April. Get out. Well, you just have to remember that our Heavenly Father loves us anyway. even when we lie to him or when we're on our own.
Всё.
Astrological, us with you.
Начинаем. Нас Бог
And he loves us, even if we stomped our feet. In general, an interesting story even came up here. Well, you know what? Let me remove it for now so we don't overload it, since he loves us anyway, even. Or maybe I hid it somewhere, girls. Let me find it now. Oh, here it is. I have it right here. I prepared a raffle, an astrological one. Astrological, right now for you. About what's inside you, I should mention. Because we are still the root cause of everything else.
Ой, правда.
Astrological, us. I didn't take anything with me. I was in such a hurry again. Well, I'll sniffle a little. I hope you'll forgive me.
Ах,
And ignorance is not about what won't happen when we.
Человеческие законы костерите, человеческую власть костерите, пустые хлопоты.
We! And you can erase yourself, and that's unfair. Maybe you couldn't, yes. And you can't have any influence on someone. That's human fairness. You couldn't have any influence anywhere. And you shouldn't really erase yourself here. And it's not good to erase someone else either. These are empty worries. They just go away somewhere. It's criticism, maybe very strong self-criticism. It won't heal your love for yourself. In general, give yourself more. Subtitles. Well, if you can't give love to someone, if you criticize someone too much, just accept it. That a person also has a soul, and God loves them too. And you are not the critic who should judge them, or anything like that. Let them live, basically. Send them light. Let everything get even better for this person. Simply, if this person doesn't bring you any practical benefit, and this criticism doesn't bring you any practical benefit either. Because Selena is in Virgo, for us it's all about practical benefit. If there's no benefit, start looking for some benefit. So that's it. Lenochka is also writing to us. Scolding yourself doesn't give you any practical benefit. None at all. Let's start being happy for ourselves and give ourselves something practical every day. I don't know, just at least something nice, what is purely practical and brings benefit to you and those around you. Scolding yourself, gives you no benefit at all. Selena is in Virgo for us, and this will last until autumn, girls. I don't remember exactly. Until October, I think. If any of you are astrologers, write if it's until October. We all stop worrying. We keep coming back all the time. So whether it's self-criticism or, well, for example, criticizing the authorities, this is where human justice comes in. Can you change the legislation right now? My mom could change the legislation. She even repealed some tax laws, but it took her about 2 or 3 years to do it. You see, can you do something right now, or start changing the legislation step by step if you're capable of it? If not, then forget it. Criticism won't do you any good. It'll just bring you more trouble. Laws that will make you not want to live at all. Right now, I can't do anything with these because I've forgotten everything. I do what I can practically for myself, for my happiness, for my health, for my family, just to do everything in a practical way. Even if it's at the level of the law. Well, for example, I don't know, you're getting divorced from a man or something like that. I can do it now if I feel like something isn't right. Well, not immediately, if that's the case. Well, in general, it's still a waste of time. Instead, file a lawsuit. Why just sit there and criticize? File a lawsuit. Well, first analyze if I can do it. If I can move up a step, if I can file a lawsuit, restore human justice if I can, then start doing it properly, practically. Do it every day. No, I mean I made the contract in such a way that I can't even file a lawsuit. That means we stop criticizing ourselves too. Well, I did it, damn it. Well, I'm a child here on this earth. Even if I'm 60 or 70 years old, I'm still a child here on this earth. I can't know everything, so stop criticizing yourself. Everything comes in its own time. I just learned that now. So, was this necessary for something? So that I could make the next agreement? So, if something goes wrong on the other side, I'll really give them a hard time. But there I didn't do it that way. Pay attention. This is inside you right now. Do you know who is inside you right now? A dirty Virgo. It's the negative energies of Virgo sitting inside you. And Selena is in Virgo for us. You should have pure Virgo energy for your health. Girls, turn on that pure energy, Virgos. Do it daily. It will save you. Guardian angel, he's whispering to you right there. Here he is, the guardian angel, whispering directly. Give up overdoing it. Give it up, please. Whispers, here they are. Whispers. Someone is whispering injustice to you. Stop listening to it. Enough for you. There's no practical benefit from this. Maybe someone keeps going to some classes all the time, since you got the student card from there. Is there any practical benefit or not? There isn't any practical benefit. We don't go, we don't pay money, we refuse. So I go, maybe I'm already taking my 10th course, but I can't apply them at all. Absolutely nowhere. Or like how it was with us, we just turn on the energy, faith, only faith. Let's do that. But we won't do anything on earth. Spiritual things without the earthly don't work. How about that girl, the blogger? She was selling all those crazy expensive courses like believe, visualize, but visualization without action doesn't work. Remember, the spiritual principle is material. We live on earth. It doesn't work otherwise. Visualization alone is just work, but without a spiritual principle, damn, it doesn't work either. That's why you can't trust such unfair teachers who, damn, only say one thing. Or you can't keep carrying money all the time. Otherwise, you'll end up like an old lady, always scolding yourself. Oh, I went, studied, lost money, and didn't accomplish anything. Nothing changes because without your effort, nothing will change. No, there's no magic pill. You have to help yourself here too. There might be a wise teacher who says something, but you also have to do something here on earth. Otherwise, it just doesn't work, damn it. Some earthly part here is disrupted, by the way, even more than the spiritual one. Let's keep watching. Oh! Well, Aries,
Мгм.
that means injustice at a new beginning. Something new. Well, a new path. Aries is a symbol. Well, maybe it's a man, some Aries. Or Aries is just a hot-tempered person. Aries, in a negative sense, well, here it's injustice, that's what it is. Look, Aries are ruled by, well, I don't think your person is like that. It's a strong masculine energy. Maybe for someone it's about a man. And Aries are ruled by Mars and Pluto. Maybe it's war. Enough blaming this war already. Yes, the war is going on. But they've always had these wars. Always. There has never been a time on Earth without war. It's just sometimes it's closer to us. Sometimes it's farther away. Well, because it's either this fiery energy, injustice, high temperature, enough of blaming it, it is given so you can move forward into something new and just. Further, illness is for justice. As I told you, for example, when a person gets a cut, if we didn't have pain, that sharp, aggressive energy that we always perceive as pain, well, here I interpreted it as a fever. But for example, if you broke your leg, injustice. Well, you were given this so that you would stay like that. Think about where you went. What do you need to give up in order to receive much more later? If we didn't have pain, think of pain as justice. Well, some kind of human injustice. We perceive it that way, and we will always perceive it that way. You just need to turn to spirituality in time. We were given pain so that later we could improve and understand the lesson. For example, breaking a leg. Imagine if it didn't hurt. Or if you got a cut and it just went away. Well, if you broke your leg, you would notice, right? The bone would break, and you wouldn't be able to go anywhere. If it didn't hurt, if there was no pus, like in the lungs. If there was no pus, like pneumonia, yes, it destroys. Something is rotting there. You need to pay attention to that. You see this as an injustice, something to fix and restore. Basically, to find a new way, to go down a different path. And when is always about justice. In direct energies, it's a pioneer. Only for the good, reaching such heights. Only for the good, I act in direct ways. I just read the negative energies, because here we have negativity. Negativity can happen at the same time, so that you move towards new energies on a new path and achieve new results in the best positive way, for good. Because this is a warrior of light then, for justice. But we also have different kinds, both spiritual and earthly, some kind of earthly justice. The body got sick. Maybe it's so that your soul can see a new way of relating to yourself. I don't know. It's even impossible to breathe. Read their books. Yes. For example, well, read Lazareva too. He often wrote specifically about illnesses. Sometimes you get some kind of illness, the lungs. I can't breathe. By the way, we die very quickly if we can't breathe. If our mouth is covered, oxygen is cut off. If someone wants to shut our mouth, oxygen, we die quickly. But there's also some kind of metaphor here. We can cut off our own oxygen, trying to protect everyone, fighting against all injustices, cutting off our own oxygen completely. There's nothing left to breathe. We'll die quickly, and we won't protect anyone. It's like they tell mothers flying with children on a plane. The mother will, of course, want to protect her child first, but they warn her right away. Put your own oxygen mask on first, otherwise you won't save anyone, and both you and your child will die. I see, I understand. Fish. Basically, here you need to combine the past, spirituality, and some truly new path that goes through a very high level of spirituality. This will also bring you a boundless ocean of money, a boundless ocean of love. If you turn pain into something good, I receive it for the better. By the way, I had half of my intestines, stomach, pancreas, and gallbladder removed. Well, it was just surgery because I used to bottle up my resentment and never talked about it, not to myself or to others. The United States is actually a very tolerant country. In 14 years, I bottled up so much inside that my resentment ate me up from within. But I wanted to be tolerant, to smile, even though I felt terrible. Look, you see, maybe it could play out like that somewhere else too. Well, do they actually show these operations? Or is it just a high fever from? Well, against the body, yes. So injustice against the body gives a new path in spirituality? There can even be some surgeries, if someone has scheduled surgeries. Money may suffer there according to Pisces, but then it gives a boundless path, a boundless ocean. Treat yourself at the highest spiritual level. This gives you a boundless ocean. By taking on some sharp, burning injustice, it gives you a boundless ocean, the fulfillment of a dream. But when it comes to Pisces, well, some kind of high spirituality in relationships, in love, in money, in material things, I don't know. Editor, the tower should be reversed. Something in your mind should change regarding your resources. Here is your resource. You have a lot of it. I will take a new path, and a great, boundless ocean awaits me, so that I can be highly spiritual, even if everyone else criticizes me. Or something is just falling apart, laws are collapsing, some rules are crumbling, but I can take a new path myself. If it's someone else, it's always easier for us to notice things in others rather than in ourselves. Well, forget about those other people, then go your own new way. Yes, it's sharp, it's new, maybe for you. Even among your relatives, no one has walked it, because you're a pioneer.
Ален, родственников никто не ходил.
Something is still on my mind, oh. State institutions, hospitals, prisons, girls, who's in the hospitals? A new path of compassion for yourself, please. Everyone will help you. And a hospital is not a prison, and not a hospital. This is so you can take a new path to the great boundlessness through the fish, to the greatest spirituality towards yourself, and then the boundless ocean of possibilities. Any wishes can come true.
Вот так.
They stopped punishing you for karma, punishing you. Karma is only the consequence of our actions. And again, don't blame yourself for karma. Yes, karmics, children. We know the consequences, whether they will be good or not. Subtitles. Thistle, subtitles. We just step back. Well, you see, listen. This Dyson, for 50 years he couldn't create it. This Dyson vacuum cleaner, he had so many attempts. You know how many tries he had. And he still couldn't register it. But then he came up with the perfect vacuum cleaner. No one wanted to register it because everyone was making money off those bags. The reason I'm talking about him, why Dyson came to my mind, is because of air. You know, he struggled for about 15 years, but now he's a billionaire. He kept trying, and he really wanted to make life easier for people. He made life easier for himself, his whole family, and for others too. Now, using his experience, they're making similar vacuum cleaners that cost less. He brought this idea to others, the idea that had annoyed and bothered him since childhood. Just imagine, all of us have different karmic paths and destinies, and we can make mistakes 100 times. Why should we blame ourselves for that? Maybe you're looking for a good man, raising children, or some kind of garden, right? You're trying to grow something? Well, we all make mistakes. Come on, seriously, that's enough. Even God loves everyone. He loves his angel, the light bearer, the devil. He loves him too. He says, go ahead, do something on earth, change something there. Don't lie to yourself, stop taking from yourself. Yes, karma. It's just the consequences of our actions. If you're judging someone, remember it's just consequences of our actions. I initiated contact, signed the contract, and communicated. T. S. T. Well, judging yourself or someone else harshly won't do any good. He, like pain, is given to you for a reason, for the path, so that you can finally find your own way. Yes, exactly. Just see the great potential for spirituality within yourself. This is your gift. Well, yes, it's a little gift like that, with teeth. And you want to bite yourself, and you want to bite others out of emotion, but still, over a long period of time. What? Well, and of course, this gift tosses you around like a puppet. And you can manipulate someone, and that's, well, but what comes next? Well, but in this game, yes. This gift brings you either the biggest victories or the biggest losses. You can manipulate yourself, play with yourself, with other people. But when we manipulate others, yes, we end up losing. Yes, that's manipulation. You can also make yourself do something beautiful, play some kind of game. These can be positive manipulations, because manipulation is just control. You can control yourself, your desires in the long term. How? With water, you can control your desires. To get a huge gain, no one else will get such a gain. But you will, because you can control your emotions. Emotions are desires. If we don't know how to control our desires, then desires control us. Our whole life becomes completely dependent on wants and desires. And when we scold ourselves and scold others, we end up scolding everyone. But that's exactly when you can gain some huge benefit. It's called double under Gemini. Double because Gemini is about control. The third house of the horoscope, and directly opposite it, is the ninth house, which is about relocations, getting global documents in order, gathering all the necessary information. Well, the third house of the horoscope is under Gemini. It gathers this necessary information doubly through some small steps, small and close by. So, if you can reach it with your hands, if you can reach it with your hands, that means it's close. A close community, those who are around me. At home, neighbors, people, where you need short trips, short means of communication, and there's always a lot of movement, and you can get your luggage there. Later, a huge move, becoming a famous person, some kind of mentor. Well, little by little, you can get twice as much because you can manage, handle some bigger flow.
Э,
Let's say, even with any infection, at any distance. More gracefully, yes. And by the way, helping others with this too. Libra is a partnership card. Help your partners later. First, help yourself. Then you'll help your partners. You'll find love. If you yourself have dealt with some dependencies, you'll attract twice as many partners who also know how to deal with dependencies. They'll see the beauty of your soul. That's something about the partnership card. Also, beauty. I am revealing your gift, the one that manipulates you, but it gives back twice as much, twice the happiness, twice the beauty. But if you have gone too far with manipulating yourself or others, you'll get twice as many partners who will take advantage of you twice as much in every way. It will come back to you twice as much. In general, when you are true to yourself and others, loyalty is a beautiful card for friends, for yourself, for some kind of spirituality. Loyal, kind people will always come back to you for the long term. Loyalty, I believe, it will happen, I don't know. Loyalty, faithful, love will return, faith in yourself will return to its place. You will return to where my love is, where I feel good, where you will have more of this. You will have more, there will be more friends, more loyal people. But it can also make you want to return to negativity, like a dog. To return to negativity twice as much. Well, damn. What can I say, witch? Oh, you are a witch. So, if you're always in a negative state, yes, you can manipulate others. Well, like a black witch, you know? How duplicity can happen here. How a black witch can operate. If you're in negative emotions, you can cause twice as much harm, and you'll be punished twice as much. If you say bad words to yourself, you'll be smoothing yourself out, like loyalty. Yes, it also comes from negativity, but it still plays out more positively. Well, after all, karma came up right next to it. After all, you can go back to people, for example, who have already betrayed you. Well, so that you become a witch, you already know. You are aware. Why go back to such people? You already know this. Why does it feel like you're being pulled? Damn it. To step on the same rake a second time, what is that? Well, a strong witch. She must first hone all this mastery within herself. So it's scary to let her out among people. With partnerships she gives others. If she's still causing harm to herself right now, can you imagine what kind of harm you'll start causing to society if you suddenly start? So, that's why you should first hone your skills on yourself, so you don't harm yourself. Learn to love yourself. Don't smooth yourself out. Don't smooth out your loved ones. Otherwise, later on, society might hit you hard. Because you don't even notice how you can manipulate someone, and how you can be manipulated too, witches always get hit back right away. And it always hits hard and immediately. So if you don't believe in yourself, it's better not to become a witch. Because when you accept this witchcraft and start working, especially if you work with clients, things will get really bad. You'll be punished right away, and not just 3 times over, but 10 times more and much faster. All of it will come back to you. Every mistake will cost you your life, your health, or some kind of illness, or you'll receive people's love. When you've trained yourself, people's love comes to you, money comes to you. Everyone just wants to be around you. Good people want to be with you.
Да, ну,
That's when you refine some kind of uniqueness in yourself. In a group of people, you don't have to be a witch or know something special. It's just that a lot of knowledge comes through Gemini, in a close circle, so that later you can be released into society. But if you are like a puppet, by yourself, for example, in deep emotions, for example, if you are afraid, I constantly criticize myself and lack self love, so I avoid going out or doing anything positive. How can you be open to others this way? You'll just make others feel worthless too. Well, it won't work. That's karma. It just won't work any other way. That's how it is. Earth. Tempts. Healer. Heal yourself first. Then your wisdom will bring you flexibility, not like Lilith, who has no flexibility. And you will be able to unite even Lilith of the universe. Be many times twice as much. Give beauty. Receive goodness from partners and finances. Get great partners. Gain flexibility through temptations. Go through all sorts of financial situations. Be loyal to both. You see, the flexibility of wisdom, a flexible healer, a healer of souls, a healer of certain kinds of knowledge, a karmic healer.
ха-ха-ха.
You carry a heavy burden. That's why you can steal from yourself before you free yourself and, well, are reborn. Well, just like I did to myself, I almost killed myself, I'm telling you. It got to the point where my tongue was icy, not just my hands and feet, and I was just starting to black out. For 2 or 3 days, you just lie there, unable to get up, because you have no strength, and my blood pressure would drop extremely low. I scolded myself for being such a fool and letting things get this far. Even after they did surgery and removed so much that I barely have any intestines left, I was still blaming myself.
Вот.
We make sacrifices, yes. We make sacrifices because the gift is great. Well, what brought you here? Like attracts like. If there's twice as much of something in society, well, you get twice as much. You probably also complain, saying, I didn't do anything wrong, so why is this happening to me? Why is everyone picking on me? Well, that's exactly why they're picking on you. Subtitles by Dimitorzak. And don't scold. And don't scold others either. Try to understand. This is the card of understanding. This is the card. Understand others as well. But that doesn't mean you have to destroy yourself next to them. It's just that someone isn't ready for something. Someone doesn't want to listen to you. There are thieves too, driven by fear. But you don't have to tolerate them, even if they demand more from you.
А,
Okay, I dragged it out. Yes, girls, let's look at society, because society around you has shown itself very clearly. It influenced you a lot. It teaches you directly, and you teach them. Well, society teaches you to love yourself. Come on, society, what more do you need to understand? I set the table weirdly again. Well, okay.
что, в общем-то,
Bouquet, winner, people love you. You are an unusual person. Well, the bouquet is beautiful. Winner, winner's card. You are recognized in society. People like you in society. They consider you a person who understands goals. They consider you a noble person. Maybe really, you have noble blood right in your veins. Maybe some of your ancestors reached great heights. Noble blood? Maybe your ancestors were noble. So, even if you don't have any money right now, you still show nobility from somewhere. It means you come from a good lineage. Because a lion is the child of noble ancestors. People might even value you for that. Maybe it's the expression on your face. Or maybe it's the way you present yourself. People in society can see this at the DNA level. They notice something. They get jealous. And that's why they're afraid. Sometimes noble people are often put down or belittled. But still, half of society accepts you no matter what. You have something good. Also, by the way, there's another aspect. Right now, you are being accepted. You are a winner, and somehow people still listen to your goals. Lev. Also, don't forget, Leo is ruled by the sun, or rather, men perceive, appreciate, and love it. You win over men, but your sun is your own. Try to take more joy in some achievements. Bouquet. Unfortunately, it's not always right for a werewolf. And that's normal. Nothing on earth lasts forever. It's impossible to always be in the role of a winner. Someone else rises higher later. But at least there's a music video. She could have made a deal with Adam. All right, I'm at the bottom now. But later I'll be on top, yes. My goal is more important right now while you're here, like that very elite. While you're winning, but it's impossible. Yes, you could end up completely alone, for example, without children, sunshine, without men, without goals, a life without purpose. For now, you have a goal. Men like you, children like you, people like you. You need to add more strength, health, self-love, and enjoy small victories. Maybe you think, wow, the world needs a complete victory. Like, only when I become a billionaire or the most beautiful, then I'll be happy. But for now, I'll just keep criticizing and blaming myself. The danger is that you might never get it. You need to enjoy small steps, small victories, and understand that someone, for example, in the job market, right now I won, yes, I achieved some kind of status, but then someone, maybe some of my students, will surpass me, or maybe some competitors. I will gladly learn from them, gladly accept their smart moves, and learn from them. That's what interaction is. Is that why they slandered me? She told her father to leave, insisting she could manage alone. Now she's on her own, and most people fear her, despite her resourcefulness. Well, then no clients, no one will come. It depends on the society. Yes, society perceives you. You are cool for society. You definitely need to do something to improve things for yourself. You need to be more noble to yourself. If you're only noble to others, then you should be noble to yourself too. Well, someone else might say that beauty fades. It's impossible to always be shining. Yes, that can also be the case. Well, society. Well, under protection, in society you are truly valued, loved, thank you. I protect.
Вы, может быть, цените, любите.
Well, as I said, you have a lot of resources to be a protector in this society, to protect, to value. But also, it's not always like that. Here's this card. Sometimes you need to trust this society. They can help you. You can't always do everything for everyone. Look, you say, I have a lot of resources. I'm from the ships. I'm pulling this descendant, damn, going somewhere. And here society protects you. Yes, look, and the card? The card says it's not always a bouquet. Sometimes it withers. There was a time when you had a lot of strength, and you were always pulling on your resource. Maybe now it's time to rely on society for protection? It's clear for those who ended up in the hospital anyway. But your resources? Yes, and in ancient Fana, treat yourself with dignity, at the very least. Because you still have, well, the bouquet, damn it. It's withering. People can't always be noble. They wither too, damn it. Sometimes. Maybe even here. Well, what could this mean for you in your society? Thank you. To society. Well, here it is, the Four of Fours. It flows back and forth. Sometimes someone is fighting with you, and they win if they are more noble. But I don't know, maybe that's how it should be. Or sometimes you are the one fighting with someone. Well, here's the four again. Everyone has their own stability, their own justice, their own foundation. The Four of Fours creates karmic justice in society. Someone stands up for their own interests, and if they do it nobly, then everyone will have good karma. Everyone protects each other. You see, I just said about society that it's impossible to always be right. Always right. In that case, you would have to always be alone, forever, and only be right for yourself. I had a question about society. Look, 4 and 4 make a karmic 8. Truth is born in argument. Nobility is born in argument too. You can roar, but do it nobly, with the goal of showing your purpose. What else do we need here in society? Well, you'll get together. Look, people respect you, there is respect in society. Well, I'm asking here, Luna, do emotions get attracted to you? Again, we've always been looking at these emotions. Here, emotions are attracted, and new karmic lessons are attracted as well. The moon doesn't always know everything. She only becomes this wise priestess, a teacher through knowledge, and at first, she has to learn herself. Emotions, darkness are just like resources. Well, intuition. And darkness is also fluids, darkness of inflammations. Maybe. Really, there's a lot of darkness in everything. Yes. So for someone, it turns out, with Neptune, yes, you ended up with some kind of infections. Someone else maybe got into paints, medicines, dyes, some kind of toxicity. Always, because the moon attracts both. It's always karmic. Toxic people, some alcoholics.
А, а,
Drinks, be careful. By the way, your emotions will give you a hint right now about where it's toxic and where it's not. Also with people. Well, basically, he respects you because of this, because of the moon. But at the same time, he's afraid of you and criticizes you for it. And you can work through this yourself here. It's a time for working things out. By the way, you're losing money during this period. While you're figuring things out, while you're studying your emotions, you experience them right away. Both negative and positive emotions
я
are being
тоже так
processed.
думаю.
Sagittarius reversed. Thank you for the subtitles. Well, Lilith. Lilith is in Sagittarius for us, yes. Emotions. Something is too much. Too many negative emotions. Maybe someone took too many toxic medicines, drank too many toxic emotions. Someone in society. Sagittarius is also about society. Emotions. We are looking at society after all. By the way, someone doesn't want to work. Or maybe can't work yet. That also brings some negative emotions. I can't work myself. Money is being spent. Money is being used. Resources are being spent on protecting something. Thank you.
Защиту от общества.
That in society, well, not everyone here is a defender. Not everyone can fight. Or you can't work something out with everyone. In society, there are people who want money from me, who want health from me. In general, you still have resourceful intuition. What do you need to know? Come out of the darkness, come out of the prison, come out of the darkness. Wow. What you need to know in society. Come out of the darkness, bring out your light, your light. Subtitles by Dan Forstock.
Вынести свой свет, иначе
There will be ranks.
будут лететь. Свет.
Video light. Maybe a man should tell something to the prince. The light of witches, the light of bright witches, the light of bright knowledge for the prince, so that the prince, you, the prince, he's a smart man, or maybe even a superior,
А,
maybe some kind of bureaucrat, someone who works with his head. Interesting, bring me out of the darkness, out of the dungeon.
а,
Ancient knowledge, Shabasha, witches. Oh, my mama, wow. You all are something here in this company. Just so something gets through to the men, or so that someone would change. Change society, you stopped getting upset. Something has an influence. Something from outside. Clouds from outside. Well, this. But this will go away quickly. To calm your family down, maybe dirty energies have risen in the family, heavy, destructive ones.
а.
Well, in this darkness, you have to get something out, to give birth to some Vedic knowledge, to bring it forth. Fire, the fire of a new path, that which you are interested in, and the battle will begin. Maybe, to tame selfishness, look, here is the struggle. To tame the ego of Leo, to tame the negative emotions in the manifestation of Leo, the manifestation of Leo in negative emotions. I am selfish, I scold myself. I am with some selfish people. Someone is behaving not nobly. To revive the noble blood of our ancestors. Like I said, people see your nobility, even if you don't have money. Because of your knock, some kind of noble blood.
Да, интересно.
I'll call you about the society. Noble blood will give stability, will give a family, will give a home, will give stability in society, stability in society. To feel, well, society is thanks to the society in which you, for example, either work or live. Well, you can reach out to someone. It will give you, just like real estate, a home, health, yes, stability.
А,
Stability for your children, your family. They will have your home. They will. That's the situation here regarding society.
а,
Your higher soul, it will guide you. You'll be lucky, basically. Follow your heart. Lovers, love will come, and people who will love you. But these are lovers. It's still a choice of the heart. Without passions, with an impartial mind. Follow your soul with an impartial mind. Don't get caught up in passions. Love brings passion, but the soul leads. This is what I love. This is what I want, but with an impartial mind. In Virgo, it's exactly this impartial mind that frees me from passions. I observe with an impartial mind. Well, that's how it is regarding society, and you and your roles in this society. Go on, go on.
а.
Work earnings.
Ой,
Wow, forests. Well, that's entrepreneurship, resourcefulness, entrepreneurs. Now, this is a neutral card. Now, the next one. If the card is negative, its following cards are always revealed. It can also represent people at work. You'll have to work hard now. In any case, at the moment, what you should pay attention to is that not all doors are open. But if you make various efforts at work and show initiative, you'll still earn your little fish, the fish by the forest, which means you'll always earn your daily bread. And not just bread, but bread with caviar. But not all doors are open because of business people and entrepreneurs. Well, let's just look at the next card. No, in a positive way. Okay, how? By the way, is this your significator that came up here? This is how you manifest in the ascendant, in a very good way. You might meet enterprising people at work if you make an effort. Talk about your initiative, show it. Here is the ascendant. Right now, you are showing yourself at work as an enterprising person. Yes, you can be clever too, but without manipulation. Of course, you should tell others, show them, and say that you can solve different problems. What is it for you so that you can achieve what you want? Here he is, the postman. I'm telling you, like a coach, like a coach. By the way, I am a psychologist, a tarot reader, an esoteric, and I am also a coach. What is a coach? A coach? It's not someone who says, I know better than everyone. They always listen. I will make every possible effort so that I will hear you. What you want, postman. I will hear you what you want, and I will find these ways. We'll go through one door, another, a fifth one. I will find them exactly the way you want to achieve what you want to get. I will lead you to your goal. I, Lisichka, will lead you to this goal. You will get that little fish. That's how a coach follows, meaning you, whether it's about work, entrepreneurship, it doesn't matter where you work or who you work with. I listen, I take action, just like a coach, not as a mentor. I don't think I know better than you or better than anyone else in the world. No, I don't know better than everyone in the world. But I will hear you, I will listen to you, I will do everything. Tell me about your entrepreneurial experiences. By the way, that's exactly what people expect from you right now. Maybe some people don't even know themselves, so you need to go look and find out. I mean, it happens. People come and say, I don't know myself. Everything is just bad for me. But here, the little fox acts with cunning and cleverness, just like how a person tries to get to where they want to go. By the way, people often come to tarot readers saying, I feel bad, help me, what should I do? But when you ask, why do you feel bad and what do you want? Sometimes people don't even know what they want themselves. That's why you could say I'm an esoteric coach, if that's the case. And you should let people know about it. Well, not necessarily about esotericism. I don't know what field you work in. Maybe someone watching me is also involved in something related to esotericism? Yes. Well, when it comes to work, people expect this kind of initiative from you. They really do. They're actually waiting for it.
М.
But you can also be deceived at work. Some people at work can outright lie to you, send you misleading messages. Well, you still got good cards here. People just don't really understand what goal they want to achieve, the final result. So you also need to make some effort and ask, what did you want? Exactly. Clarify what you want. Clarify it. I can yes. Whether I can or can't, I'll tell you. I'll try, as they say, I'll make every effort. Well, or tell them later, sorry, the door is closed. I can't give you what you want. Well, people are people too. They might not even understand, even though two good cards came up. They might not even understand what they want. Exactly. That's why, maybe even at work, you need to guide them, like, guide what they're telling you. Let's meet and talk, or let's call and talk. But what's the final result? And then you can close one door yourself. Say, okay, I won't catch any fish there. I don't need that, and move on. Well, it's nice, because this card always has little hearts, usually the 9 of hearts. Then I say, oh, I'm sorry, the offer is wonderful, but it's not for me. Yes, well, or for example, someone comes to you as an esoteric and says, solve all my problems for me, and you say, cop. Got it? I'm not a magic wand. I'm just an entrepreneur.
Да.
So, the cross of fate, what is that for me? Oh, money, money. I think, God, where is the cross of fate? But for some reason, it's always hard to bear the cross. It's always your responsibility. Maybe, yes, people will often be mistaken about many things, but it's your responsibility. It's not easy financially. It's a difficult path right now, my dears, and you have to give up something. Here, a girl is sitting on a grave. Maybe it's time to put an end to a job, or for those who ended up in the hospital. Well, stop worrying, just put an end to it. You need to focus on yourself. You'll understand later that you'll catch up on all of this. If there's responsibility,
Подойдете. Так. Вообще отве
it's a hard path. It's still difficult. Wow, you woman. Well, this is your significator. 2 of your significators came up. If boys are watching me, then a woman will help you. But 99% of my viewers are girls. Sometimes more, sometimes less. Well, a woman will choose a path. The responsibility protects the woman. Interesting.
Ой.
Don't rule over yourself. An upside down look. No one can climb over you. Only you can do it yourself. Your responsibility is about money. That's how it is. Only you can jinx yourself. You might not finish telling something or say something negative to yourself, especially if someone is looking for a job. Basically, your tongue is your enemy. If you try to be cunning, you'll just jinx yourself.
Ам.
If someone says something nasty, it won't work either. So, what's your responsibility? Well, it won't be easy for you either, I'm telling you right away. About work and money. You'll have to keep choosing the triangle all the time. You'll have to keep choosing all the time. Here she is, Lisa. That's why. People want the same thing. Some will be mistaken. You will want twice as much, but you'll have to choose which doors to close. Which doors? From those people who only want to take advantage of you, from dependent people, like those who don't want to pay you, for example, or where you need to close the doors, and I won't make all the money, or I'll just smooth things over myself. Yes, here is the reversal. You see, in the eye, there is an inverted pentacle, like this. If I smooth things over myself, then, for example, I've taken on too much, like I can handle everything, or I've promised everyone that I can do it all. So I lied and ended up becoming dependent myself. They'll scold me, and then they won't even pay me. Yes, always choosing the triangle. The same kind of people will come around. Those who want to take advantage, who don't even know what they want themselves. That's why you'll have to keep spinning and turning, making efforts, and figuring things out. There can also be triangles at work if you're in that kind of situation. And if it's a clearly expressed male-female dynamic, there can be triangles at work too. Romantic ones, yes. I'm asking about love triangles. Yes, there can be illusions. But luck is also waiting there if you don't put things off and clarify everything right away. Oh, like a Virgo. Purity of intentions. Specifically, what exactly you want. That's what it's called. Well, if someone starts dodging, oh, quiet, 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 quiet. You immediately, boom, catch them on specifics. And you can turn them down yourself too. Maybe you'll want both. And well, here you need to ask yourself, okay, specifically, if I can be with two at once, what are the benefits for me? If you have benefits, specific benefits, you can be with two at once. No, then it means I don't know exactly what I want. Well, for example, if I specifically want to be loved, then please, that's specific for you. That's clarity. Here you'll have love. Or if I specifically want to live together, to live as a couple, then just that. And leave love aside. Then specifically, what will I have here? Well, specifically, who pays for the apartment? Who buys the food? Specifically, everyday life, thank you. Oh, you'll get married right away, haha. Oh, come on. The tree is under illusions. I think there will be a lot of temptations. Also, financial growth is there too. Well, it's all the same anyway. There should be specifics. Partners at work. The business sphere, there should be specifics. It will be for growth. Under the moon, everyone will walk under the moon. Everyone will walk in self-delusion. A clear, strong period, and this is the cross of your destiny. You must tell yourself the truth specifically. In general, will I ruin my health at this job or not? If I want a lot of money, maybe I'll burn out, maybe I won't. Okay, let's keep looking at work. We've looked at what to pay attention to. Even the girls might get married, but we need specifics. Otherwise, you'll jinx yourself or come up with illusions. Don't hang unrealistic expectations. This is the most important thing here. In general, luck is on your side, and your partners are also having good luck. Devi, and for you, it's not for nothing. This is for all Virgo. Oh, Virgo, oh my God. Selena, Devi. Okay, let's keep watching, Devi. We've looked at work. Let's move on, children. Children, quickly, girls. It's been a long time. I really can't drink anymore. I want to. Let's try. I'll do it briefly, then I'll do a more serious reading for the children separately. If you write to me today that you want to take a serious look at parent-child relationships, we'll take a serious look at parent-child and male-female relationships. And now I'll do it quickly, otherwise I just can't anymore. I have water. I've turned off the water. My tongue is sticking. Apparently, well, I've been talking for a long time again. Children. Cancer is a very good card. Family values. Cancer is all about home. If you live with your children love you. Everyone wants to be at home. If your children are far from you, they really appreciate what you gave them when they were close to you. In the house, there is a very good family, home. They want to be with you. I don't see anything bad at all about the children. Oh my, you have a little one. Well, there are some new developments here, directly about the child, children, family. Oh, girls, if you want children, it's best in a homey, soft, quiet environment. Cancer rules the fourth house of the horoscope. Cancer and the moon protects relatives. Many children can be born if you take care of the man at home. Everything should be for the home, quietly. Don't let any gossips in, not even parents. Here we are in the yard. Children can be born at home. Talk to the child with care, in a quiet environment. Everything for the home. I won't tell anyone anything. Don't be afraid. Tell me everything. I won't tell anyone. Everything is here with us, in our shell. We are protected. Happiness is born. If the children are really far away, we miss them a lot. Well, let's say the children are already grown up. They have their own home. You shouldn't intrude into their shell too much. You can't be a friend to adult children. I won't tell anyone anything. I will never blame you for anything. Yes. But don't interfere with their rules if they're already adults. They have their own home, their own shell. Respect and appreciate that children are growing up. There's something good here. The child is being reborn. Adult children are being reborn. Little ones become different. They move to a new level. Editor.
Асти, помощь.
Here it already depends on the age. You, as a mom, are helping a lot right now. If the child is small, you as a mother, yes, you help. If the child is small, if the child is grown up, then the grown up child can help you now. Even from a distance, you can help each other. The improvements here are about children. Strength and health in the stepfather's house, by the way. For those who want children, you need to pay attention to health, but also pay attention to the man's health and to your combined efforts. That's why I'm saying children can be born.
М,
You can give each other strength, yes. You can actually restore each other's health. Girls, even if you end up in the hospital, reach out to your children and talk to them. For example, when I wasn't feeling well, yes, he's my son, my daughter got married, but I turned to him as my son. And then he told me everything I needed to hear. And you need to treat people with respect, even though he was younger, yes. You see, I could have just stomped my feet and said, "What are you telling me? I'm the senior witch here." Well, in general, there's a kind of power growing here. A key power is growing. And we have a strong Jupiter in Cancer. Jupiter in Cancer. Key moments for grown children. Shells are growing. Their own rules are developing. Key moments are growing for little children. Well, still, this power is growing, expanding. Expansion? There's a crossroads. Key decisions are being made. Wow, there's a black spot at the crossroads.
Ой, это чё?
A black cat in the negative. Maybe if one of you starts scaring someone, or you start scaring yourself, you'll submit so that the new home doesn't expand, so that a black cat isn't born. Fears control us for our children, that we won't be able to handle something, and they submit. They close off the expansion of disbelief in children. The karmic knot is untied. To untie, separation. It will be a bit difficult. The hardest thing here will be the separation. It will be difficult. Let's do this. If you're going through a hard separation right now, write about it. I'll read it later. And we'll definitely do something for separation, for a difficult separation, because there are fears for the children, for yourself, for submission. Children may be afraid. Just to separate, parents may try to control. How the connection is brought. We're on bringing it. It can be like this, but overall, it's going really well here. If you help a child with a new sink, or a new house, or even help an adult put on nails, that's with the little ones. There's nothing here. It's just about strengthening interaction and helping each other. Here are the key moments of moving to a new level. Oh yes, there is something here. Only for adults, after separation, there are different paths. They go their separate ways. It's a key situation, and only fears can stop you. If you tie up the pigs, there will be no development. Then, I'll make one specifically about parent-child relationships. But overall, they're really good. If you only help each other, obligations, even at a distance, are strengthened here. Key moments of relationships moving to a new level for your children and family can be created.
Дети рождаться. Тут должна ключевая
Support for healthy relationships from women. from adults. Well, you are an adult, in general. Don't be afraid, don't get involved, don't spend. Then there will be a lot. In general, we've covered it here.
Мужско-женский.
Male, female, male, female. Oh, wow, male, female. What kind of hesitation is that? Hesitation of the old. You already know everything. You reject the bad. You reject where the man is a spider, where you are a spider woman. The rejection of the old goes along male-female lines. It's very strong. The negativity will be rejected directly. Maybe that's why it gives some negative emotions. And here is the cold karmic cold. Here, a decision is made to either stay completely alone or to enter into a new relationship again. But the negativity is completely rejected here, and you are no longer entangled in the web.
И
The only thing is, maybe if you got really angry about male-female relationships, someone might completely shut themselves off, but you can't get out of Lilith. I'll admit, this is a strong temptation. Figure it out slowly, because you already know quite a lot anyway.
так.
Soulful hands. Again shows knowledge, and at the same time, something doesn't please us. We can't like everything. Everything should only be harmonious for us. And if we want to be, like I told you about Lilith before, it's one of the sides of the moon. Yes, feminine energy, somewhere between Eve and Lilith. You have to become not completely dependent on a man, like Eve. We are one whole. I can't live without you. But also not to be entirely. Screw everyone. I can handle everything on my own. Then that's the path to loneliness. Or are you supposed to do everything like I do? I know how not to agree in twos. If only you know how to do it right. To be continued. He's also a man carrying old female rejections. And the understanding of the possibilities that if I end up alone, I'll actually be able to relax. Or, damn, rejection in the most positive way. You know, like rejecting everything old and negative. I've already figured men out. I won't go back to the past. The world opens up a whole garden of society to me, where I can freely choose men and where I can relax. Because I am a self-sufficient woman. That's the positive option. And the negative one,
Останусь одна и буду одна отдыхать.
well, honestly, it's not really that negative either, actually. Let's see, let's figure it out. Oh, one, I have a whole resource. Ah, that's what it is. Yeah, bones. Where am I? Where's the guy? I love sharing my resources so much. I know how to cook. I'm also so beautiful. And, well, I'm also so resourceful. So what's so bad about that? If someone decides, well, yeah, like Lilith, be self-sufficient. Don't plan anything for now. Just go out in society, go to the movies with men, relax. Just go out, travel somewhere for vacation, go to gardens. I don't know. For now, just don't plan on getting married at all. You don't need to. I'm telling you right away. And you'll enjoy yourself. And if anything, it's easy to stop. Right away, he won't step into your territory that you want to protect. No jerks will get in there either. And soulful ones, even in a good way, if that's what you are. Oh, well, damn. I'm this age and I'm alone. I feel great by myself, but I have such potential. I'm not a dried apricot yet. I'm still like a little pumpkin. A pumpkin full of raisins. As they say, I still have a box and berries in my butt. And what else do I have? These are generally the soul's torments. Well, don't torture yourselves, girls. You have such resources. Go for walks in the gardens with men, but don't make any decisions yet. Well, like, not at all. Yes, I mean, really specific decisions. You have this kind of fear, like, if we don't make a specific decision here, Go for walks, relax. Just get the idea of marriage out of your head. That's what it's called. But if, well, in a straightforward way, here it is. The whole world of men is open, then what? Oh, here the world of men is open, and then there's emotional torment. What if some jerk humiliates me again? Well, damn, if you're self sufficient and already know everything about them, you already know all the jerks. Well, you see, if someone wants to mess around in your garden and you think you'll be humiliated, then no one will humiliate you. But if you keep thinking like that, then for sure, some jerk will humiliate you in the garden. If you keep giving, you already know everything. Well, first, it's just your doubt, just doubt. Like, what if someone humiliates me? No one will humiliate you, thank you.
Зелье.
It's poison only for you. Well, or you shouldn't drink. You shouldn't drink alcohol. You shouldn't hang out with drunks. You shouldn't hang out with toxic people. You'll see them. You don't have that web anymore. The web is in the grave. You know so much here. But it's so scary. What if someone humiliates me? If you want, you can humiliate anyone you want. That's your resource. Also with an icy heart. You learned from those with an icy heart. The ones you met here who were somehow karmic for you. You can do that yourself too. You can humiliate anyone you want. Why are you shifting the blame? Oh, you can punish too. With a cold heart, you still won't cross the line here, please, because you know yourself, like those narcissists. You can play the role of Mila or even Haraxa with an icy heart. That's all. Keep your harmony to cleanse the poison. Punishment, in general, don't strive to punish, and don't think that all men just want to punish you. That's how it is. Everyone went out to the garden, and where did she hide there? Now, how should we punish her? Let's begin. You can punish whoever you want here yourselves. That's all? They just say here, go for change. Your heart. Your heart will tell you where you'll find your dream. Thank you. Princess is good, they say. Think it over. Turn your princess around. Already follow your feelings. If I want to be with a man, well, go and be with him. Enough thinking about those jerks, and that I'll punish them all myself now. So that's the story here. Well, and finally, let's take a look at health, shall we? Well, look, I would do a parent-child reading, and I would do a separate spread for masculine and feminine energies. As for the rest, I think everything is pretty clear. So health. Letter, health, official. In general, look, you already know everything about health anyway. The card literally says that something has already been prescribed to you, something has been written down, or you already know about some of your old ailments. It's already like you know everything as if it's written down for you, what prescriptions you have. Yes, you can even translate it into English. Go and get it at the pharmacy, how and when to take it, who is in the hospitals. Everything has already been prescribed for you there. What will help you? Just follow how the prescription works, at what time, when, what to take. Take everything as directed. Or, you know exactly about your health. You've already been checked somewhere. You know everything, for example, that you don't have this or that condition. And for example, I just need to buy a ticket. I don't know, to the swimming pool, or a ticket to the fitness club, some kind of ticket, or to go to a resort. I don't know. Prescription. She says you already know everything. Thank you, just for health reasons. Thank you. Thank you as an agreement. Well, like a prescription written out. Or to make some kind of action plan. Or to go somewhere with a ticket. It will help you restore your health. Or go see a doctor. Let them write a prescription.
Э,
Reversed. That abstinence. Well, abstinence here is needed from something. Well, for someone it's from work. You need abstinence. To sit like a hermit. Abstain from being a hermit. But if you have a health problem, Let's not abstain. I'm sitting here, alone in solitude. Well, then that's a negative hermit. A hermit who's negative. You know, the kind who thinks, I know everything. I don't need doctors. I'll just look it up on the internet. I'll write myself all the prescriptions.
Сам.
Well,
М,
the plus side is, as a hermit, you can find old practices, ancient ones, actual practices.
Опыт предков какой-то. А,
Wow, prayers, I'll say right away. Prayers to call guardian angels.
ты тогда что?
Here, abstinence still helps in some way. It's just that these cards, they're really good. They came out in the upright position. Pray for your ancestors, by the way. If your illness is connected to your ancestors or your family line, pray for your ancestors. Well, for example, it's joints, teeth, or something else. They will help you. But still, you should go somewhere for a prescription, to doctors, to wise elders. Some experienced people will help. Elderly people, those who have been around for a long time, turn to guardian angels.
А,
White in white coats. Oh, that's just like Selena girls. Because Selena's card is in Virgo. Wow, the Hermit is Virgo. And Selena will guide you in matters of health. Well, these are all hospitals. This is healthy eating. This is on a daily basis. Just as prescribed. To abstain from food, from earthly things. To abstain from making a lot of money, from material things. Go into spirituality as well, like prayers.
ой.
Oh, yes, praying will help too. Well, maybe go to church. A hermit often goes to church to wear crosses because a guardian angel doesn't wear a cross, and a guardian angel can't protect. Well, what is considered more? I believe that even without crosses, if we turn to our faith, yes, we will always be helped without a cross. It all depends on what we believe in. But a reversed hermit doesn't believe in anything, only in facts. For health, the master will help. The master will help. Well, again with hospitals, the master will help. Prayers, the master. Ancient spiritual knowledge will help you follow your guardian angel. Well, and masters, those who have been in medicine for a long time, the old ones. The old ones. Prescriptions. What used to help, by the way, will help. Well, again, that's only if you're sick with something, because it's only about you that some star people are asking. Massages, by the way, will help, and cosmoenergetics will help too. You also have some other talents. You know about them, what you are a master at. You can go back to something old. It will really help. What talent is also being revealed here? Maybe even if you get a little sick, will some talent of yours be revealed? Imagine, wow, it will be revealed. I don't know, will you just run with this talent? This is the gift of destiny opening up in your health. Even if you're a bit sick right now, it's not just for nothing. Wow. You can become an expert and then completely cleanse yourself through your talent. Well, the same goes through experts. These are the respected ones according to the lilies. These are respected people. These people are already respected. Well, I don't know. The surgeon is respected. There's a line waiting for him. The path of destiny will be revealed to you by a respected expert at the hospital. A respected one. Well, even if we're talking about you, you could become some kind of respected expert. But first, you need to cleanse yourself completely. And I mean completely, like with lilies. It's always about completely cleansing your own ailment. And in this field, you will become an expert, and you can even earn money. Well, or you can teach some of your loved ones, for example. Even if you're not sick right now, but decided to do it. Well, you already know that this helped you. You don't need to abstain. You know that this helped you. For example, it used to help me to go to the aquarium, do aerobics. Or it used to help me to drink some tinctures. Or it used to help me, I don't know, to practice yoga with a master. Yes, also some kind of yoga master. Spirituality, something called bright spirituality. Reiki helped me. Well, I can't say much more by the stars. That's your husband. Cosmoenergetics helped you. Yes. Or, well, also touching with hands here. Maybe you need to heal yourself completely. For example, I did it, I could open my own fitness club. Or I did it, I healed myself with Reiki, and now I can become someone famous, someone well known. The path is open. You'll run straight there. The path is open right ahead. You didn't get sick for no reason, my dear. Oh, wow, oh. Well, yes, she says. Sort yourselves out for now, my dears. Sort yourselves out. Yes, it's not easy to figure things out here. But get some clarity. You have a lot of energy. Your head is in the right place. And that will make you happy for at least a year. The sun, at the very least. It's subjective. It can bring money because the sun is gold. Act nobly towards yourself. Nobly. Look for noble people. Look for noble healers. Even if they are in space, somewhere out there, there are old, ancient practices, ancient spiritual practices. For example, we have yoga, an ancient spiritual practice. Yes, there are many girls. We also have a lot of different ones. Look, talented people are called like stars in the sky. Yes, that's right. But at first, you need to completely, in pure noble energies, go through some kind of labyrinth, and that's it. Oh, and holy water. There's definitely holy water here. 100%. Start by drinking holy water, because it will definitely help you, holy water. Holy thoughts. We are made up of 90% water. Our thoughts? Your words shouldn't destroy your water. To begin with, read a book about how water is structured and why witches cast spells on water. Because water is the best carrier of knowledge, the best carrier of information. And if we scold ourselves, we destroy the water inside us, our lymphatic system, all the fluids, and our new cells are born already sick. First, read this information about water, about how sacred it is, and how much we are made of it, how our emotions are made of water. This is where it all begins. Cleanse any negative emotion. Yes, it can be like a maze. Clarify things. Warm yourself with warmth, with healing candles. Wash yourself in warm water. Wash away any dirt. Wash your hands. If we're talking about it, water is very healing here. Maybe that's why you still have something wrong with water. You need to figure out what kind of water. What, where, how? Master? In general, here holy water will launch all the first energy for passing through the labyrinth, where you will become a star. This is the path of your destiny, between an angel and a demon. Yes, you need to walk this path here, to scold everything in a row. Well, in general, that's the story. My dears, that's enough for today. It feels like I've already been here for 3 hours. I thank you for being with me today. So, let's put this aside, angels and demons. Well, why put it aside after all? That's how it is. That's it. Remember this. Here it is. The angel is guiding you. Heal yourself. Take care of your health. You know how. Or you will be given another master, a noble master. This is Lily, a well-known person. People know him. Well, maybe if he is a healer and not a doctor, it's easier with doctors. But he is also a well-known person.